See, Queen? I tried to do it again and see what happened and see if people could get in before I was ready, and it happened again. What is that? So it just starts. So this shit just starts whenever it feels like it, huh? Just because I open the live stream does not mean... YouTube. Hi. I did it again. So I think now, since YouTube does this premieres thing, right? Like, why is it doing that? I'm about to be on the fucking line with support again. Like, also, another thing, when I go to start my live streams are starting early. It didn't used to do that. I'm gonna be like, look, here's a screenshot. It's starting the chat before. Let me screenshot again. Anyways, hi Queen, hi the boy in blue, hi Jules, hi Vanity. Right, it said it again. Hi Roderick, hi Kayla, hi Southern Soul Sorcery, hi Trey. How are you, Trey? Hi Cher, Naomi. I see you guys. Hi Camp Power 10. Right, that's how you were able to comment. I tested it out this time. So what used to happen was you opened up YouTube, you hit the little button to go live, and then it gave you the option to put your title and like take your picture, your thumbnail picture. And you could, but the live stream didn't officially start until you like hit the button for it to start. Now, it seems like as soon as you open it up, it gives people the option to come in because now they have this like waiting room thing. So it seems like as soon as you hit the button, people are able to come in now. Like, come on, YouTube. That's how I was able to comment before you actually came on. Hi, Kimberly Frazier. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Joel. Hi, Vermilion Dynamo. Yes, they finally gave me a woman. In all the years I've been on YouTube and I've been harassing YouTube support, they finally gave me a woman for the first time the other day. And I was like, yeah, can she be my permanent person? I don't want to talk to any more white men. They don't know how to help me. Hi, Gary. How are you? Joel. Queen's comment is before the welcome to the live chat went. Right. Like they're letting people in before the live stream is even open. Hi. Hi, Ori. Hi, Chris. Damn, I see my post before chat started. Yeah, I think they just open a waiting room up now, which they didn't used to do before. I think now they just do it automatically as soon as you hit the button. They start letting people in. How was my week? My week was fine. My week was fine. Let me say some more hellos to people, and then I'm going to say some stuff I've been thinking about my week. Hi, Cafe Olay. Good. Still struggling in grad school. And it's all remote now, right? Did you get any of your money back? Do I have something on my eye, or is that just the light? I think that's just the light. Hi, Davy. Yes. I think she was black. Her name is Vanessa. White men, white-splaining, and mansplaining at the same time. YouTube has finally gone full dark side. Did you guys see I posted in Discord? They sent out the updated terms and conditions yesterday. And the main thing on the terms and conditions, YouTube's about to start putting ads even on videos that are not monetized and users that are not in the partner program. Like all these videos that's like 15 seconds of people's cats and shit like that have all these millions of views. All these videos from like 10, 15 years ago that have millions of views. But since the channel was not a part of the partner program, so it's not monetized, so there's no ads, YouTube changed the terms and conditions so that now they can monetize anything that we upload to the platform. And if you're not part of the partner program, they could put ads on your videos and not pay you. I was like, what? How is this legal? How is this legal? But it's still a tier before you can get into the partner program. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have at least like 4,000 hours of watch time or something like that before you can get into the partner program. But they can put ads on your videos. I was like, damn, YouTube is just basically They're just letting us know. They're just like, yeah, ads, honey, ads on everything. Ads. No, you won't be able to skip them. Ads on everything. Oh, somebody said how long we've been on. We just started. We just started. Hi, Kenneth. No, I didn't catch it. I'm going to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. Sick of these hoe ass classes. This week has been kind of mentally exhausting. Oh, and you have a cold. Hi, Basima. Thank you, Rep Vanessa. Oh, okay. It's fully funded. Good. Okay. Got it, Trey. That's good. I mean, yeah, you made it in time. We just started 5 minutes ago. They're going to have ads on all the free movies and content from years ago. Yep. They better put ads on everything. Hi, Shalise. You made it. That's cold. Hi, Vanity. They about to put ads on the ASMR and sleep rain videos. It's about to be a loud ass ad right in the middle, 2 hours in, and it's going to be like a whole minute and you're not going to be able to skip it. I finally saw the email sent about the new terms. It's just exploitation. It's about to be ads on everything, Trey. Hi, Alien Baby. YouTube pimp hand strong. Hi, Davey. Who else hates the Twitter fleets? Well, I'm not on Twitter, but it's like stories, right? Are people using them? I feel like people don't really use the ones they put on YouTube, but maybe I just don't look at them. Maybe I'm just like ignoring them. I've just like blocked them out. Social media is a hoe. Everything is updating its terms and conditions. Ads everywhere. Buzz Lightyear voice. These new terms are trash. Oh, thank you. Queen put my Cash App. It's the cash sign, uppercase SEREN, uppercase SENSEI for Cash App. Also I have Patreon, which is on my about page. If anybody wants to support me on Patreon, GoFundMe, all that stuff is there on the about page. Hi, Bushy Brows. Hi, Sim. The ads are going to backfire on them when people start using YouTube less because of it. You know, Kayla, you would think that that's what would happen, but what else is there like YouTube? I mean, like, I know that there's other video sharing platforms like Vimeo and Dailymotion and stuff like that. But what I mean by that is YouTube got such a head start. Like, YouTube has been around for so long now, and it got such a head start on the other video sharing platforms that, like I can find anything I want on YouTube. If I want to find a music video from, like, 1985, Janet Jackson or something, I can find it on YouTube. If I want to find like a lecture, I can find it on YouTube. If I want to find like, how do I install this car seat? How do I put this printer together? How do I do this? How do I do that? I find that on YouTube. There's really nowhere else I can go for certain types of content. So like YouTube knows, right? Exactly, Kayla. I hate that YouTube is abusing that fact. They know we need them, right? So they're going full on capitalist, right? Like they know. And it's just like YouTube is an archive at this point. It's an archive of like of human history. Like you can find shit from like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, shit that you can't find anywhere else except on Amazon behind a fucking $7 paywall. You can find it on YouTube. So, and YouTube knows this. So they're going to have ads just all over everything. Hi, Bambusa. We're talking about how YouTube changed its terms and conditions so that now they have the right to put ads on everything, even for people that their pages are not monetized and they're not a part of the partner program. YouTube changed their terms so that they can run ads on your stuff and not pay you. Time for someone to develop a new streaming app to undercut these MFs. Hi, Adrian. Let's enjoy our ad-free lives while we can. These apps are losing clear distinctions. Hi, Francesca. Every platform has stories now. Tumblr is literally the only social media I can count on at the moment. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will not leave Tumblr, even for all its faults. As long as Tumblr keeps follower accounts hidden, I will not leave. As soon as they start introducing follower accounts and stuff like that, then I'll be out. But up until then, Tumblr remains my little safe space on the internet. Hi, Chariot Man Gaming. People are posting any and everything on Fleets. YouTube has so much content. There's really nothing like it. YouTube is one of a kind. Can truly say that. Love YouTube. My space was trending on Twitter the other day. We didn't know how good we have it. YouTube is wild. Everything is on here. YouTube is the standard. Even if a few people rage quit, scores of people will stay. YouTube don't know how to sit down. The amount of times they've changed their features is annoying. Just fixing what ain't broke. Almost every social media app is doing that. I wish the media sites would just stop putting the same thing on everything. Like everything has a Snapchat, TikTok option now. You might as well not have different sites. I learned a lot of things through YouTube. Hi, Tiara. That's why it's frustrating that YouTube is doing all this. I still use Snapchat. Share. Other platforms would have to do a lot to catch up to YouTube. Like at this point, it would take an actual act of God for something to replace YouTube. I'm serious though. Like if I want to watch Sammy Davis Jr.'s mom, Elvira Sanchez, dancing in black and white in 1935, I can literally find that on YouTube. That's not something I can find anywhere else on the internet, but I can find it on YouTube. A Birth of a Nation, the full movie is on here. YouTube is shameless. Even with YouTube Premium. Yeah, they changed it. Well, I don't think you're going to get ads on YouTube Premium because you're paying to not have ads. But they're basically, like, as of right now, this moment, if you're not a part of the partner program, YouTube cannot monetize your videos. They can't run ads on your videos. Like, let's just say you have a totally private page and you're uploading videos on private or on unlisted, and they're just pictures of, let's say, your kids or your dogs, or, you take cars apart and you just do it, you film it for fun and you upload it and you send it to your friends and family, stuff like that. YouTube's going to have the right to put ads on those videos if they want, and you're not going to get paid. That's like what they did with the terms and conditions. So it's less about well, it is about the consumer because they just want to make more money. Like it is. I was going to say it's less about the consumer experience, but it is though. Like they just want to be able to put ads on everything. I think this will also probably push more people to YouTube Premium. If literally every single video you go to watch has an ad, then it will. I mean, we love Snapchat and Instagram has been dry as hell lately, but that's just because I don't feel like that's comparable to YouTube because Snapchat and Instagram are just platforms. YouTube is a platform, but the content that's on YouTube, you cannot get anywhere else. That's the thing about YouTube. Like, there's shit on YouTube that you can literally not get on any other platform just because YouTube has been around for so long. Like, there's people that have uploaded all type of shit on their channels and now those people have, like, died and stuff like that. Like, you can't, like, it's just been around for too long now. And people, like, literally, like, every single music video, live performances, concerts, tours, like, right, old-ass Vines. Hi, Nova. Like, I just watched Janet Jackson, The Velvet Rope, the entire 2-hour tour on YouTube the other day. Like, I watch tours on YouTube all the time. Like, full-length tours that people just uploaded, like they bought the DVD, they ripped it off the DVD, and then they uploaded it to YouTube like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And it's still there. Now YouTube about to be like, ad, bitch, ad, 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 ad. Oh, you want to watch the Unapologetic tour, bitch? Ad. He have these 3 ads in a row. No, and you can't skip them either. Like, and that's not just content that you can like pick up and find somewhere else. I can't go watch the Velvet Rope Janet Jackson tour. I'm pretty sure I probably can't watch that anywhere, literally anywhere else on the internet. Like, it's not just the platform, it's the content. It's the content. Yeah, YouTube is old. My very first channel was 2006. Yep, I've been watching a couple of Prince concerts and performances on YouTube. I'm definitely getting to see tours that I missed. YouTube really is an anthropological entity at this point, like billions of hours of content. I literally just watched the Fresh Prince reunion on here because I don't have HBO Max. I was just watching MJ during his 2001 performance. Right, like it's stuff on here that you cannot find anywhere else. Like I remember Florence and the Machine. This is like a random example. I remember like Florence and the Machine, she stopped drinking. And so for a long time, they had like yanked all the performances where she's like drinking in the beginning because she like didn't want them. She didn't want them online anymore because like she's sober now. But one of my favorite performances of her performing like Howl at like Glastonbury or something, she's drinking in the beginning. And the only place that I can find it is on YouTube. The only place that I can find it is on YouTube. So it's just like, it's, you know, what can you do? We're really being held hostage by YouTube. Please, Agent James, we're just kidding. We're just joking around. We're just joking. Where was I? Oh, y'all talk about that theft YouTube is doing. Yep. Hi, Tanatori. Using you for free advertisement and not paying you. Hi, Lex. There's so much video coverage on YouTube. The average person might find themselves in a video. I'm on YouTube Premium. Don't really see ads now. YouTube is going to make it where you have to pay for YouTube Premium to not have ads in the middle of that Michael Jackson music video you were trying to watch in peace. Yeah, I feel like they're really trying to push people to Premium. And those of us that don't want to pay for Premium, they're just going to subsidize us with ads. And the ads are going to be everywhere. How much is Premium? Trey said how much is Premium, y'all? Most folks don't know that uploading anything to YouTube means they own it and can use the content how they choose. Hi, I do not consent to being governed. Capitalism is destroying culture and platforms. I've been retreating to Tumblr more and more. The Twitter stories are annoying and they've made the whole app glitchy. Oh, really? How's the app glitchy now, Kayla? All of my iTunes music library consists of music I got off from YouTube, converted it from vid to MP3. Shalise, I haven't used Tumblr in so long. YouTube is foundational at this point. You can't change it for good or bad. Used to be $9.99. Oh, YouTube Premium used to be $9.99. Now it's $11.99 and the first month is free. And I think Savannah said that she also has the little thing where she gets TV channels too. So I know some of y'all are doing that. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Marion. Hi, Hush420. Especially since artists use YouTube too. I was just watching Mahogany. I couldn't find it anywhere else, and I realized YouTube has it. For the longest time, the only place I could watch Angels in the Outfield with young JGL was on YouTube. I think it's on Disney Plus now, but for the longest time, I could not find that movie anywhere. And I was like, I know I didn't hallucinate this damn movie. Matthew McConaughey's in it. Doc from fucking Back to the Future's in it. I was like, I know I did not hallucinate this movie. This is a real movie. Why can't I find it anywhere? That, Angels in the Outfield, and a kid in King Arthur's Court. For the longest time, I'm talking about like years. The only place I could find that movie was on YouTube. There used to be this movie about dinosaurs I loved when I was a child. Adventures in Dinosaur City. Which was like the most B-moviest of random B movies. But I just like loved this movie ever since I was a little kid. I used to make my mom put it on for me every night to fall asleep to. We had like a VHS tape. I found that movie on YouTube. That shit was in like 10 parts. Adventures in Dinosaur City. I was like, oh my God, they have my movie. They have my movie. I used to put it on and fall asleep as an adult. And I've never even seen that movie even mentioned anywhere else. But somebody fucking uploaded that shit on YouTube. And YouTube knows this. They know. It's wild to think that they're going to be putting ads on, random ass videos of people of, random shit, though. People that are not monetized. Vaulted content is here. This overuse of ads is a tactic to try to force people to subscribe to YouTube Premium. Yes, basically, bushy brows, they're going to get paid, but you aren't. The internet is just so small now. 75% of people visit a handful of sites. I remember having Stumble Upon in college and visiting so many different sites. They're going to have 15-minute videos with ads every 2 minutes. God damn. YouTube damn near replaced TV. It's not comparable to any other social media platform. YouTube is over a decade deep on here. Oh, and there you are, Razy Cranham girl. And YouTube has outlived all the other platforms. It's the only one I can still see being here at the end of the decade. Everything but the Feeling Myself video I still have never seen. The Feeling Myself video was on YouTube at one point, but then they yanked it down and put it on Tidal. If you dig long enough, you could probably find it. Because people also, they upload stuff and then it's like either sped up or slowed down, but then you can like adjust. You can adjust the setting. Yeah, YouTube is old. My very first channel, so 2006, I saw that. And you guys are talking about tours. Hi, Charlie. Ad. I remember watching my first video in 2006. I wouldn't mind ads to watch the Muppet Babies cartoon, full episodes. What do you mean a long hibernation, Basima? Hi, Roderick. There's music videos on here that were recorded off of VHS from the 90s and put on here, and they don't exist anywhere else. Right, Jules? Like, there's a lot of stuff that in the early 2000s, when YouTube was, like, new, there's a lot of stuff that people, like, yanked off of VHS tapes and stuff. Shit from, like, the 80s and 90s. And even the 70s, like, old Shaka Khan performances. Like, there's all types of stuff on here that literally does not exist because, like, some random person ripped that shit off of VHS that they had in their house and uploaded it on YouTube in fucking 2007. And now that person's been dead for like 5 years or something. Like, that's it. Like, that, it doesn't exist. Like, it doesn't exist anywhere else. And if it gets taken off YouTube, it's gone. Like, it's gone forever. Hi, Declan. Vimeo has a lot of good stuff over there too. I hate ads. Vimeo's less casual. Hi, Absurd. $11.99 a month for YouTube Premium. I was strongly considering grad school. Oh, you did? You went to Chicago? Oh, pre-COVID. Then COVID hit. Schools had the nerve to keep the same fees and costs. Got me effed up. You can tell Twitter rushed with the stories feature. You have to click on it like 2 or 3 times for it to even open, and the quality is horrible. I just feel like, what is Twitter trying to do? Like, what is Twitter trying to accomplish? Like, right now in November of 2020, what is the purpose of Twitter as a platform? What would Jack say the purpose of Twitter is? What would y'all say the meaning of Twitter is? People are really using the fleets. I wish I could hide them on my timeline. Oh, you have YouTube Premium too? A lot of y'all have YouTube Premium. Having YouTube Premium is kind of like a utility now. I did see that Netflix was raising their price too. Lungs got me through high school, ceremonials through college. I love Florence. That's my girl. Hi, Teddy. I like YouTube Premium. I use it all day. There's no reason. Oh, you use YouTube all day. So there's no reason for me to not buy Premium. Yes, Adrian Brody was in it too. Young Adrian Brody. All those old made-for-TV movies are on here. They better not put ads in the middle of my 12 to 15-minute songs. You can find old series and sometimes all the episodes here as well. For a good while, this was the only place to watch Living Single before networks started re-airing the episodes. Movies in 87 parts are the saving grace of finding old stuff that's not on streaming. They have the Japanese version of The Little Mermaid on here. I love that version, and I found it on here. I think I saw the movie Claudine with James Earl Jones for the first time on YouTube. I don't use Google Photos, so I didn't get an email saying anything about Google Photos. I used to stay watching movies cut into like 20 different parts. YouTube needs some competition. I don't have money for these MFs. That's why Amazon is the devil, because I want to own my movies. So I have old random movies you can't find now. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, right now at this moment, you can either find it on Amazon, but you have to pay up front, or you could find it on YouTube, and they're basically making it so you're going to have to sit through a million ads. That seems like that's where we're heading. Yeah, Twitter has stories now. They're called fleets. Which, I don't know why they're called that. Fleets? I don't know. YouTube Premium also comes in handy for playlists. YouTube Music is the only major streaming service that has unofficial music you can blend into your own playlist. Need to get Tidal back. World Lover. I see Bambusa. Every app be having ads now, especially the music apps. Spotify be pissing me off. Want to take a break from the ads? Bro, if you don't let me listen to my damn music. YouTube does need some competition on the same level because none allows them to make any type of extreme policies because they're literally alone in this. Nah, there was a site called Bebo. I remember it. Hi, Taj Mahal. Like the 80s and 90s Soul Train Awards you can only find on YouTube. I used to watch award shows in parts on YouTube. Yeah, Bebo was definitely a thing. There's this video that gets randomly suggested to me of someone's last days in high school in like the year 2000. Right. It's wild to me that like that type of content, YouTube is now going to be able to run ads on. Like shit that people just uploaded like a million years ago for fun and never thought about. Like now YouTube's going to be able to run ads on that stuff and make money. It's wild. They've been trying to put ads on every video for a minute. Imagine who has the time to rip a VHS in 2020. You'd be surprised. I feel like it's really interesting the nature of some people to share. Like, you know, people that buy, you know, like they buy a tape or they buy a CD or they buy something and then they just rip it and upload it, be it to YouTube or be it, you know, back in the day to like those seeding sites where now the rest of us can like illegally download it. People were just doing that stuff just because like they weren't getting anything out of it. They weren't getting paid for it. They were just sharing just because. And it definitely seems like they're trying to run that kind of sharing collaborative spirit off of the internet so that we just have to fucking pay for everything and everything is like locked up behind these paywalls and we just have to pay. And that's kind of a bummer. It is a bummer. It is a bummer. It's not kind of. It is a bummer. It is a bummer. And that is capitalism. That is a result of capitalism. I just come to YouTube now to support my faves. The closest thing I can think of to YouTube is Daily Motion. Twitter is trying to steal the concept of that Clubhouse app. I just got on that app too. Twitter had its lane and now it's swerving all over the place. I honestly have no idea what Twitter is trying to do at this point. I also don't care. I'm glad I left. You can't even watch fleets on mobile browsers. Bird app stories is pointless in my opinion. Hi, Taj Mahal. The purpose of Twitter is to corrupt as many minds as possible. I know you're being serious and I agree, Davey, but it's just funny how you said it. Twitter is where I get the occasional laugh. The meaning of Twitter is to convert everyone into a K-pop stan. Let's see. Stan culture kind of killed Twitter for me. I don't want to see stories from Twitter users anyway. That sounds like it won't end well. Career networking. YouTube has relics. I really have taken old school YouTube for granted. Fuck premium. I'll be damned if I pay for something that's been free for 15 years. Or it's like, I won't do it. Like percentage wise, how long do y'all be on YouTube? Like a percentage of the day, Sim? Like if your day is 100%, how much of that time are you on YouTube? Hi, Janae. I really wish YouTube would get some competition too. YouTube back in the day would let any and everything slide. People don't even remember how the comments and videos used to be back in the day. The only way it would change is if a platform came in and offered to purchase channels and pay the creators to go to them. I kind of feel like that has happened though, but it still has not resulted in the end of YouTube. Oh, super chat. Thank you, Sim. Super chat. Thank you. I feel like that type of thing has happened, Chris, but it hasn't resulted in the end of YouTube. Like people were, leaving YouTube for Twitch. And Twitch is like a great place, for streaming and stuff like that. But YouTube still didn't die. YouTube streaming, live streaming still didn't die. Like, and then there was like there was like another one, another gaming platform that now I can't think of the name of it. They were like trying to pay creators to like leave. And then like last year, the platform like went under. There's just like too much on YouTube that you just cannot replicate anywhere else. Like YouTube has just been in the game for so long. Hi, Mel. One channel I watch is a nonprofit, and YouTube took down all their videos because they wouldn't let them opt out of monetization. They had to sue. Jeff Bezos, aka Lex Luthor, will probably buy YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google. Google will never sell. They will never sell YouTube, ever. I vow to never fleet. Fleets, that's so corny. I don't know who's the current owner and CEO of Google, but maybe it already is Jeff Bezos, but I don't think it is. Monopoly anyone? Fleets because they're supposed to be fleeting moments. Stupid. Yeah, that's dumb. That's a stupid name. I'm waiting to make a regular phone call and hearing, we'll place your call after this quick 30-second ad. That's funny. Oh, super chat again. Hi, Yami. Thank you. Just got on. Haven't been on that long, 30 minutes. We're chatting about YouTube and social media. I paired my Spotify to the TV at my aunt's baby shower, and there was an ad break every 3 songs. Sorry, I refused to pay. The playlist I made was cute too. I think YouTube also started realizing how many people were doing stuff like that and using YouTube almost as like a free streaming service, because I could listen to the whole album on here. So I also think that's a part of why. I think the powers that be over at YouTube just realized that a lot of people are using YouTube for a lot of things. And so they're like, we should be able to put an ad on literally everything. So they changed the toss. It's like, how much money do you need, YouTube? Isn't Fleet a bum douche? The boy in blue said the same thing, that it's like an enema brand. Is that an enema brand for real? Videos pre-2012 should not have YouTube ads. Should not have ads. YouTube is annoying. Fleet is a leading brand of enemas, aka douches. Bushy brows. Oh my god. Thank you. Super chat. Thank you so much. Jeez. Richie Rich. Thank you to everyone that just did super chat. Thank you guys so much. Kayla, you talking about the people that just upload stuff? They preserve culture. I'm grateful for those type of people. I love when people upload rare, unreleased music from artists. A fleeting tweet is what makes it a fleet. My mom bought a boombox with Bluetooth, and I'm going to try to figure out how to upload music from cassette tapes to here. Fleets is not a good name. I watch random people's high school videos and family reunions from the 90s on here. I know a lot of people that go through YouTube for like archival purposes and archival footage, and most of that stuff currently is not monetized and does not have ads. And I know that they're gonna put it on, and that's random. The Jones family motherfucking reunion in Myrtle Beach in 1997 is now about to have a fucking ad for like Cardi B. That's weird. When is capitalism gonna be over? Not y'all making enema and douche jokes. Hi, Daya. Hi, Social Purgatory. Wish we could go back to the days when these social media services catered to a specific niche, like back when Instagram was primarily about pictures. Stans, K-pop folks, Think Peace Twitter, and the white supremacists are all the reason Twitter is awful now. Yeah, how much is it out of a percentage, Queen? Oh yeah, you remember video responses? I remember video responses were a thing in YouTube comments. I'm on YouTube about 60% of the day. I work from home now, so I usually have something randomly playing in the background. Fake black activist Twitter. Cough, D-Ray cough makes Twitter unbearable. Jules. Yeah, that's true. And people are coming back to YouTube from Twitch too. Because YouTube basically stole all the fucking options that made Twitch good. And they implemented them over here. Y'all remember when YouTube used to allow you to rate videos with a star instead of the thumbs up, thumbs down? Yup. And I remember when they changed it to the thumbs up, thumbs down, people were like, why? Why are you giving people the option to dislike something? Like, YouTube is too big to fail. Majority of my app time is YouTube. Google is YouTube's big bad brother. Yes, Mixer. That's what it was called. Thank you, Jules. I knew it was like something. It was a video game thing. Wasn't it called Mixer? They paid Ninja to leave Twitch and the company went under. Ninja has blue hair, right? His hair is blue. We all see it. We all see it. He has blue hair. Yes, it was Mixer. And they paid a lot of people to leave, including Ninja. And then the company went under. And now all those people had to come back to YouTube. Like, defeating YouTube is like defeating Google because they're the same entity. You have to offer something that YouTube does not offer. And at this point, that's like reinventing the wheel. YouTube is an archive, basically. Jeff Bezos' evil or twin brother. YouTube is way too profitable to give up. Google will never sell unless they're forced to sell. Like if they say something like, oh, it's a monopoly. Like they're in this antitrust lawsuit right now because of like their search engine. So it's like, oh, if it's something like you guys can't own YouTube and own a search engine where you direct people to YouTube because that's a monopoly. That's not fair. So you guys have to like sell YouTube. It would have to be something like that. They will never sell of their own accord ever. I use YouTube for independent news, podcasts, my favorite content creators, nerdy comic YouTubers, etc. Yes, they're the same as Instagram stories, Vermilion Dynamo. They just put them on Twitter now, too. When the Twitter drones banded together to defend Bruno, it became trash and other controversial faves that they try to defend. Google stock is almost $1,800 a share. Damn, I didn't know that. Fleeting moments, it's too on the nose. CEO of YouTube is, I did know that fucking Susan was the CEO of YouTube. I just hate her ass. I just like put it out of my mind. Because every single time this woman talks, I just be like, you're such a liar. Just like say that you love money. Like just say it, Susan. CEO of YouTube is a white woman named Susan Wojcicki. Fleets is absolutely an enema brand. Hi, Owen. Yes, damn, bushy brows. It's fine. It's fine. Bushy brows with the big coins. YouTube is actually not that profitable at all. Google keeps it because it occupies the biggest space on the internet. YouTube is like sitting on prime internet real estate that makes no money. That's why they're ramping up the ads to make more money. YouTube is also so automated. They can handle the load and just let AI do whatever. These companies like YouTube will ultimately be our primary historic record, and we're going to have to pay for access. Think about Facebook as a census record and YouTube as an archive. Hi, Savannah. Yeah, I'm going to review it. I'm definitely going to review it. I just checked and Google says it bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. Right, like Google's never going to let YouTube go. I'm just saying, like, how you going to give me an ad in front of somebody's family reunion from 20 years ago? Hi, Hitflix. Hi, Keep Making. Yeah, I used to be able to leave video response comments, but then people weren't using them. And then you had people, obviously, that were just using them to, like, troll each other, and people started abusing them like they always do. That's also the thing about YouTube, though. When YouTube had more freedom, I guess, people did abuse the shit out of the platform a lot. They did. which is also why I kind of feel like a lot of people, I don't know, like it's a weird space because a lot of people then complain about some of the changes that YouTube has to make. And it's like some of this stuff they had to do because people were abusing the platform for a long time. Half my YouTube time is also spent watching cooking videos of things I might never cook. Oh my gosh, 85% of my YouTube time is watching people do nails. I don't know. I just like it. I just like it. And now Instagram has this damn shop thing, and I follow all the nail girls. So whenever I fucking accidentally hit the shop fucking thing because I'm trying to hit the notifications because they fucking moved everything around, when I hit the fucking shop thing, it shows me like acrylic, rubber base, gel. I will never buy that stuff. Like, just because I follow the nail girls and I watch the nail videos does not mean I want to buy. Like, and that's also the thing about the algorithms. Like, just because I'm looking at something does not necessarily mean, it just doesn't mean what the algorithms think it means. Yes, Shalise, this is the intro to the Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah. And then her little music. She doesn't do Notification Squad anymore, which I like because they were very annoying in the comments. First. You're not first. There's 10,000 other people that also put first. I'm glad she stopped doing that. She's pregnant too, Evie. She's like 6 or 7 months pregnant, which is good for her. I also really like Tabitha Scott Nails. She's really good. She's like one of my favorites as well. That's how the animal videos do. Don't watch one kitten video. Now you get 60 suggested kitten videos. I mean, I personally could always watch more kitten videos, but I do feel your pain. They see you looking at nails must mean you do nails. You accidentally click some shit, then the algorithm sends a billion ads and suggested videos your way. Just because I watch it doesn't mean you're getting my money, bitch. Exactly. Exactly. Where was I? In the comments. I'm so in and out on YouTube all day. I say probably 70%. 70% of your online time you're on YouTube, queen? I say I'm the same to whoever said 60%. It's on the TV on the background most of the day. I enjoy giving views. I remember that folks were not happy with the dislike option. I remember you could easily go into somebody's page and leave comments. Oh, Twitch was bought out by Amazon? I did not know that. Wow. I didn't know that. Oh, wow, the reply videos. Y'all have a good memory. I remember on YouTube, people use those annotations to make choose your own adventure, fully acted out stories. I remember when I only came on YouTube for music. You know, I love commercials, absurd. You know, I love jingles. Google and Amazon are trying to be the only names in town. I wouldn't sell YouTube if I owned it. Yeah, video responses were great till the channel sued YouTube. The channel or the channel? Who sued YouTube? And they got rid of responses. Wow, Amazon stock is $3,100 a share. God damn. Hi, Marcus. Between that change and them centering the upload button. You talking about YouTube or Instagram, Chris? Yeah, Nikki said she's doing something for the 10th anniversary of Pink Friday. She did say that, Kayla. They're going to have some type of virtual celebration. YouTube. Oh, that's an interesting comment, Savannah, that YouTube should make tech libraries. Lady B, I remember when YouTube didn't have ads. I remember when people would post themselves recreating makeup looks from tutorials in the reply videos, in the comments. Now that it's in my head, how much would Jeff be willing to pay to get YouTube? This is how much you think YouTube is worth? 5 billion? 5.65. Jeff shouldn't even be able to talk to me about it for under 5.65 billion. If you own YouTube, 5 bill. YouTube is that one teacher that be punishing the whole class for a select few students' bad behavior. For me, I make a lot of gaming content. Oh my gosh, I love watching the tarot card reading videos too, Kayla. I love watching the videos where they'd be like, okay, now look at the piles and pick your pile and then go, to the point where your pile that you picked, 1, 2, or 3, and then there's always that one helpful ass person. This is also the same spirit of the person that like ripped the shit off VHS and like uploaded it, 10, 15 years ago. There's always one person in the comments that has done like a timestamp. For pile 1, 2 minutes and 6 seconds in. For pile 2, like people that are just doing it just because. Like Absurd. How Absurd does like timestamps of the live streams. Like you guys just do it just because. That's like that collaborative spirit that they want to like stamp out of the internet. People saying she's trying to ruin Meg's album release. I'm like, y'all doing too much. You talk about Nicki, that Nicki's trying to ruin Meg's album release. I personally felt that Meg releasing her album on the 10th anniversary of Pink Friday is a little bit shady. Just a little bit. A little bit. But of course, people are going to try and make it that Nicki Minaj is the bad party. Like, so Nicki Minaj is not allowed to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of her first album because Meg Thee Stallion is putting out her album tomorrow. Like, that's like when people were saying that Nicki was insensitive for doing her pregnancy pictures the same day that Chrissy Teigen and like John Legend like announced what happened with their baby. Like there's nothing Nicki Minaj can do that will please some people. People really want Nicki Minaj to just like go away. And the fact that she has not gone away bothers people. Yeah, like Nicki released her album 10 years ago tomorrow. So what does that have to do with, like 10 years ago, how old was Megan Thee Stallion? Like, I don't think, it doesn't matter. They demonize Nicki for anything. They really want her to just pass away. I was trying to be nice by saying that they wanted her to go away, but I agree with you. I think people want Nicki to kill herself. And I've said, like, I know I've said this before. Like, I think people really genuinely are trying to, like, bully her into killing herself. I think that's, and I'm dead serious, like, I really seriously think that's what people want. I think people would love it if that happened. I think people are really disturbed for some reason when it comes to this woman. Like, her existence bothers people. It's very strange and disturbing, and it seems really deep-rooted, and I don't know what it is. What's the problem? Hi, Bailey. Nicki knew 10 years ago that Meg was going to release her album the same day. Right, Vanity. Nicki had a magic mirror that she could look 10 years into the future. Hi, Brooke. And be like, you know what? That girl Meg Thee Stallion going to be releasing an album. So let me go back into the past with my time machine and release my album on this day so that 10 years from now, I could steal the bitch thunder. Like, I don't think that's what's happening. Hi, Ali Oxenfree. I can't stay long, but there's a special place in heaven for people who make timestamps on YouTube. They are the good eggs. Yes, I'd be like, yes. Especially when I'm watching like a mega mix, and the mega mix is like 35 minutes long of like all different songs. I do watch these for Nicki Minaj all the time. I'll be watching the Karen K mashups. They'd be like 45 minutes of like Nicki Minaj verses. And then there's like somebody that's like, for the side to side verse, timestamp. I'd be like, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Those are the true good eggs. Those are the good hearted people in the world. 15 years ago, those people would be uploading shit onto LimeWire for the rest of us to enjoy. Let me go back though, because I'm really, 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 really behind. I'm really, 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 really behind. Okay, let me go back. Hi, Kendrick. Look, see, I have like missed people. I don't want to like miss people's comments. Johnson Family Reunion 2000 on YouTube is going to be Q Ancestry ad. And there's Kendrick. It's a return to form, free access television, commercial breaks. YouTube is a free commodity. The cost to maintain servers, networks for dead videos is a loss compared to what the consumer monetizes. That's going to be the new way. Everything's going to be online. I like to watch people playing video games. I'd be up at like 1 and 2 in the morning watching it. The algorithm pisses me off when I accidentally click on one scary video and suddenly 50 similar videos are in my recommended, scaring me every 6 minutes. I watch the makeup girls and I don't even wear makeup. I follow a lot of wit girls. Somehow I keep hitting the shop button on IG. Oh yeah, Nicole, how was your crochet thing going? Real talk, I'm learning how to bake and crochet through YouTube. I've been watching nothing but ancient artifacts videos lately. On Nat Geo, I love those videos. Low-key archivists. That's why Amazon Prime gives you 1 Twitch sub. I did not know that. Amazon trying to get in the medical field too. I did see that. Pharmacy. Twitch was bought out by Amazon. Y'all mean I'm streaming on the devil's site? I feel like now Bushy Brow's about to be in the corner like thinking hard, like, what am I doing? I remember when being a YouTube partner was a huge deal. A lot of times I like to watch YouTube videos while I draw and do art. Hi, Mo. I started watching YouTube for anime. I watched all of Michiko Ihachin, the entire thing on the Funimation channel on YouTube. I watched literally the whole thing on YouTube. I don't know if it's still on there, but that was how I watched it. Bushy Brows, we're here for you, right? Like, we're here for you if you need to talk. I'd rather YouTube host my videos for free and then they throw on those commercials, aka ads, than cover that expense myself. Oh, really? Good for you, Sim. I remember when Charlie bit my finger was a relatively recent video. I wish YouTube had messaging. There's so many times I've wanted to connect with people in chats. You think 5 billion is cheap for YouTube, Teddy? I love those helpful folks with timestamps. How much do y'all think YouTube is really worth monetarily? Like, for real, like a real number. I watch so many tarot videos and I barely understand it. I do timestamps for ASMR that I find in regular videos. I love the timestamp people, so nice. You do that too, Sim? You're a good person. Okay, and there y'all go talking about Meg. Okay, it's getting weird. Being friends with Cardi will do that. YouTube tarots hate when people timestamp. Meg releasing her album the same day as Pink Friday seems shady. It's crazy how helpful people are online without monetary gain. Why are people always bothering Nicki? Yeah, it is. Megan putting out an album now is a little too fast. Oh, what do you mean, Cher? Savannah, that's what people are saying. I'm like, girl, Nicki don't care about her, please. Choo-choo, all aboard the Nicki hate train. Maybe Megan wants to be in the same spirit realm of Nicki's anniversary. They demonize Nicki for everything. They really just want her to pass away. It's disturbing. The 10-year celebration has been planned for weeks now, since before Meg even announced. There's a whole thing on Twitter. Megan's album coming out all of a sudden is a little random. It does seem shady, especially considering Nicki's supposed to be like your hero. Meg found a new butt buddy, and now all of a sudden she's releasing an album on Nicki's anniversary. Nicki's a mother now. Nicki's gonna do what she's gonna do. Defund the Breakfast Club 2020. They want to see Nicki doing bad so bad. Okay, yeah, 10 years ago Meg was 15. Oh, and there's Bailey. I agree. Vanity. Nicki knew 10 years ago that Meg was going to release her album the same day. I think Fraudy corrupted Meg. And there's Brooke. Hi, Brooke, again. Nicki ain't going nowhere. She built her fan base organically. They are not going anywhere. Right. Nicki Minaj herself said, people keep wondering, what is it going to take to get rid of this bitch? And she was like, you can't get rid of me, bitch. Like, Nicki's fans are not going anywhere. That's the thing when you build up a fan base. Nicki's fans are not going anywhere. They're going to continue to support her. You said it before, Seren, the internet is full of evil, sick people who want to drive people to kill themselves. Cyberbullying. The hate train in 2017, 2018 scared me so much. It was really, I really do think people were trying to like, and not even just Nikki. There's other girls, not even just girls, but there's people like another person. The person that I'm thinking of right now is Alexis Sky. She's another person that for some reason people really seem to want this girl to kill herself. Like they really sit in her comments all day and post the most vile, horrible things. Like really weird things. And it's just like, why do you hate this woman so much? She's not doing anything. She could literally just post a picture of like her on the beach and it'll just be all these comments of just like filth, like really horrible things. She could post a picture of like her daughter, people talking so terrible about her daughter, and her daughter is also special needs, and she's a beautiful child. Talking about her daughter being special needs. Like it's like I really feel like they're trying to push her over the edge. And if she ever did something to herself, some type of self-harm, I feel like they would feel like they accomplished something. And I feel like I see that type of thing more and more. That type of spirit, that type of like mean-spirited, I want you to actually harm yourself. I'm trying to push you. I feel like I see that a lot. And it's getting worse of people just like, they're needling people. They're needling people. They're needling people. They're needling people every single day. Azalea Banks too. Yup, Bailey, they do it to Azalea too. Yes, like they really are trying to push people to self-harm. It's very scary and sick. It's really a weird thing. Where I'm not even a Nikki fan, but I peeped the hate train with Iggy. Then she fell off and Nikki is still here. We're just chatting, Brooke, talking about the internet, social media. We talked about YouTube. It's morbid and psychotic. And there's Ollie Oxenfree. There's a special place in heaven for the people who make timestamps on YouTube. They're the good eggs. People on Twitter have done that before, bullied people into committing suicide. They did it to a Twitch streamer very recently. And then they feel like they accomplished something. That's really like the sickest part about it. People hate on Nicki like no other. It's insane. Nicki Minaj, time traveler. I figured Meg releasing her debut on the 10th anniversary of Nicki's debut would be a symbolic passing of the torch to the next generation of rap queen. It could be, if you view it that way. That could be your interpretation. I hope Meg's album is worth something because I was rooting for her, but I don't know her these days. Y'all want to talk about that? Somebody hit me up to ask me how I felt about the rollout of Meg's album. And how do I feel about it? And like, do I feel excited for it? I feel excited for it because I feel like Meg is really talented. And you guys know I really, really enjoyed Sugar a lot. Bought Sugar. I even bought the Chop Not Slop on vinyl, which I think... so I will be filming a review video for Good News. I'm also probably going to have an unboxing portion of it so you guys can see what the Chop Not Slop record looks like because it's really cool and purple. So I am going to be reviewing Good News. I am really, like, I've been waiting for this debut album from Meg, but I wish the rollout had been different. I wish the rollout had been different. I really wish the rollout had been different. I really like the idea of Good News, like the idea of it, of the concept. I think it's a really good concept. This is what I really wish had happened. I wish as soon as the whole situation, we're not even gonna say anyone's name or bring any negative energy into our world right now. But I wish that like the whole after the whole situation, which I said in a video previously, I wish that after the whole situation, I wish Megan Thee Stallion had just like zip, hi Roderick, zip the lip. I wish she hadn't said anything. I wish she hadn't addressed anything. I wish she hadn't went on live explaining herself to people. I wish she hadn't said nothing. I wish she had went totally radio silent. And I wish during this quarantine time she had dropped maybe like a mixtape or couple mixtapes with just like some fire ass music. maybe hinting at what's gonna happen, maybe hinting at, right, hearing the story on wax, exactly, baby Bailey, maybe like hinting at the story, but then just like then like we never see Meg. The only time we see Meg posting something is just like Revlon shoot, or like this shoot, that shoot, mixtape here, mixtape there, snippets here, snippets there. Like everything we see from Meg is like work related, but that she just keeps it real quiet and let everybody talk. She should have let everybody talk all summer. Just let everybody talk, speculate, speculate, speculate. And then she should have just been like, bam, and the good news is coming. Oh, and we have no idea what the good news is. We don't know if it's going to be an album. We don't know what it's going to be. Friday, good news. Let's see what the good news. Let's see what the good news. And then bam, surprise release an album. Like, we have no idea that it's even going to be an album. And then bam, album come out. Bam, newspaper theme. Bam, pictures. Bam, photo shoots. Bam, good news, good news. And then we hear her side of the story, everything on wax. The numbers. Like, I kind of feel mad because I feel like if it had been that type of rollout, like the numbers would have been, because everybody would have wanted to just hear her side of the story. Everybody would have wanted to hear what happened. Everybody would have wanted to, just like when everybody was wondering what happened with that elevator shit. People were dying for Beyonce to like release some shit and address it. Like, they were dying for her to release some shit and address it. Like, that's really how I would have rolled it out, because then it would have just been like everybody listening, everybody tuned in, everybody watching. I think that would have been a better angle for this like good news, this whole good news thing. Like, I just don't like the rollout. I do not like the way that this rolled out at all. Right, Roderick, I still want to know what happened on the motherfucking elevator. Like, I mean, we know what happened because the video came out, but not what they were talking about. So I really wish it had been rolled out totally different. She would have easily sold like 250 to 300K the first week. Yes, like, and I said this, and I saw one of you guys just left a comment that I said it in my car video. I said in my car video 3 months ago, like, stop talking about it. Just let everybody seethe, Meg. Like, just let everybody seethe. Let everybody seethe, let them talk, let them speculate, let them gossip. Don't say nothing. Work on your album. And then, like I said, like, just roll it out as a total surprise. Like, oh, the good news is coming. What do y'all think the good news is going to be? 4 more days. What do y'all think the good news is going to be? And we're wondering, what's going to be the good news? What's going to be the good news? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? And then bam, it's an album. Bam, we have no idea what happened with the situation. Bam, she's explaining. The very first song should have been something like, and this is what happened. Bam, bam. That would have been sickening. Would have been sick. But that's not what happened. I'm still going to listen to it. I'm still going to review it. But I do feel like it was such a wasted opportunity. And Meg is so talented that it like annoys me. Like, damn, missed opportunity. That's what Rihanna did with Rated R, and that era was so iconic. Yes, that's exactly what she did. Like, y'all want to know what I'm thinking? Y'all want to know how I'm feeling about this situation? Bam, everything on the album. Dark album, totally different direction than her previous work. Really iconic album, elevated her to a really iconic status, and I feel like Meg could have did something similar. But obviously, Rated R era was also before social media. So that's it. I don't know. I'm way behind the chat. Let me see if I could catch up. People, okay, bullying. Nikki is the next Doctor Who. I love the Nicki mega mixes. Who receives more hate, Nicki or Beyonce? That's a really hard question because they both receive way too much hate. That's a good question because both get hate for no reason. Folks, I don't even know. Hi, Rose, Rebels. I don't know why folks are even saying that mess. It's like they don't know they can buy Megan's album and celebrate Nicki at the same time. Ali Oxenfree, shout out to all those good eggs. Keep them safe. That's what I'm saying. There's literally no reason to turn it into a competition. Just enjoy them both. I had to watch Michiko Ihachin on YouTube because Funimation's app had no more dubbed episodes. Hi, London Calling. 14 billion. You say YouTube is worth 14 billion, 30 billion, 20 billion, 12. YouTube no less than 35 billion, 20 at least 15. Yeah. I feel like people keep fucking with Nikki and then gaslight her, like what's wrong with her. YouTube is worth 300 billion and is projected to be a 15 billion a year business. We have to at least start at 10 billion just for the fact that it's a virtual monopoly that's synonymous with internet videos. YouTube's setting up to get a class action lawsuit where they have to pay everybody 60 cents. Let's see. Oh yeah. I feel like once a service gets as big and culturally significant as YouTube, it's time to remove it from corporate ownership and run it from that point on as a utility. That's how I feel about Twitter and Facebook also. The reason why I feel that way about Twitter is because Twitter is used as a utility. Like, if my power goes out, this has literally happened. If my power goes out and I try to like contact, like, and let's say I like Google, like, is my power out, whatever. A lot of times if you like go to the page of the utility company now, it'll say something like, follow us on Twitter to keep up with like up to the minute updates. Or like, oh, is your power out? Are you having a problem? Like, DM us on Twitter, reach out to us on Twitter. That's like a utility. That's like a city infrastructure. I'm permanently banned from Twitter. So I'm banned from utilizing the infrastructure. How is that legal? I've thought about this for a while. Like, a lot of these platforms are getting to the point where they're too deeply integrated with the infrastructure of our society. Like, we're heading to a point where they're going to have to be regulated one way or another. I guess that's what I'm getting at. I don't feel like any of Meg's releases after the Savage remix held any weight. It also didn't seem like she had any plans to release another body of work this soon. It all seems rushed. I agree that nothing after the Savage remix has held weight. WAP was not her song, and I still feel some type of way about that song. And Girls in the Hood was eh. And that song with Young Thug was eh. Like, I don't know. They just seem like random releases. The internet is demented now. It's happening a lot more with the cult-like cancel culture. And then they're the first ones saying, OMG, that's so sad when people pass away or self-harm. It's not like before where it was just the tabloids and E. Now it's random people with all this internet connection, having all this free range. I don't understand why anybody watches The Breakfast Club. I'm going to just say that. Like, Breakfast Club, Shade Room, like, all these things are just, like, very toxic and disgusting, negative places. And people love it. They eat it up. They continue to listen. They continue to watch. They continue to go on there every day. I don't. I don't personally see it as an honor thing, especially Meg's association with Fraudy. It just looks bad. Obviously, she ain't stopping Nicki, but I don't see how else this could be seen. That's personally how I feel The Boy in Blue. I appreciate, Ori, your interpretation. I think that's cool. That's a nice interpretation. But I personally also don't see it as an honor thing because, like, you know, whatever, like, Meg is her own person and she can do whatever she wants with her own career and she can work with whoever she wants. But if you work with somebody that throws a shoe at me in real life, like, I don't think I'll ever get over the shoe being thrown. I don't think I'll ever get over the shoe being thrown in real life. In real life. I don't think I'll ever get over the shoe being thrown. Like, you did a feature with somebody that I gave you your first big feature. And then you turn around and do a feature with somebody that threw a shoe at me in real life. And then you're also going to turn around and try and release your debut album on the same day as the 10-year anniversary of my debut album. I might think that that's shady. I don't know if I would view it as an honor thing if I was in Nicki Minaj's place. Like, I don't know if I'd take it that, like, throwing a shoe at somebody's head in real life is a lot. That's too much. And that's really how I feel. Like, to this day, I see people being like, why can't Nicki just like bury the hatchet and be cool? And I'd be like, if a bitch threw a shoe at me in real life, we will never be cool. It's on site until I beat her ass. Like, I have to beat her ass. I have to beat her ass in real life. Then we'll be even. Then we'll be about square. I have to beat your ass with a shoe. Until I beat your ass with the shoe in real life, we're enemies. I will never let it go. I will never bury the hatchet. Do not ask me. Don't ask me why I can't let it go. Don't ask me nothing. Like, until I beat her ass with a shoe, we have beef. We have a grievance. That's just how I feel about that. That's just how I feel about that. Like, that's just how I feel about that. Like, I can't turn the other cheek. Like, you tried to assault me in real life. That's assault. You tried to assault me. You tried to assault me in real life. You tried to physically harm me in real life. And it was over some fake shit. Like, oh, you liked a fucking comment about my parenting, which it turned out that wasn't even real. That was like made up Photoshop. But even if I did like a fucking comment about your parenting on the internet, like, bitch, so what? So the fuck what? You try to assault me in real life? Nah, I have to beat your ass with a shoe, or else you better avoid me everywhere we go. Because everywhere we go, I'm going to be trying to beat your ass with this shoe. Right, at a public event. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about that. That's like super disrespectful. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. She lucky Nicki Minaj didn't press charges. Like, yo, it's a room full of people that saw her try to run up on me and throw this fucking shoe, right? Y'all seen her try to assault me. Arrest the bitch. Arrest her. Police! Police! Take her to jail. Please. But, you know, Nicki Minaj is nice. She's nice. She's truly nice and generous. She's a generous queen. So that is assault, Kendrick. Assault. This room full of people, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Assault. Assault. Period. In front of witnesses and on camera. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. 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 And she got an open felony now for the same exact thing. Running up on some black girls and having them assaulted. Put her ass in jail. That's, you know, whatever though. And, you know, not to undermine Megan Thee Stallion's message, but I do also think that working with Cardi and being real friendly with Kylie Jenner and this and that, I feel like that does undermine and undercut her message, because, like, Cardi has assaulted black women, but then you're like, you know, nobody protects black women and stuff, which is true. But yet you work with somebody that assaults black women. More than one. More than one. You work with someone that assaults black women. You know, Cardi has a felony case right now for assaulting 2 black girls. She also assaulted Nicki Minaj. Like, her best friend went and sat up on the radio and talked about cutting bitches across the face. So you know, the Jenners and the Kardashians, I feel like they assault black women, not physically, but in a not emotionally, but maybe culturally or whatever. You know, like, you hang out with people that do shit to black women. So it does slightly, it slightly undercuts the message. It slightly undercuts the passively. Thank you, Roderick. Passively. They passively assault black women in black culture. And, you know, that's just me, though. That's just how I feel about it. It slightly makes your message seem a little less genuine. I'm still going to listen to the album. I'm still gonna review the album, but that's just how I feel. Hi, Monica. Hi, Scissorman. I see you. I'm so far behind. I'm behind. Where was I? I figured out Twitter was created during Aries season. That's exactly what it feels like. Funny, but very hot-headed, but cools off just as quickly. It's a lot. You said that in your car video about how Meg should have released it. Surprise album like her fave, Beyonce. I wish Meg had stayed silent too and just put out a fire album. Right. Just be quiet and drop the fire album as a response. Let the work speak for itself. Really want Megan to win. I agree. She shouldn't have said anything. Honestly, one of the things I like about Beyonce is how she addresses drama, immediate silence, and then through her music months later. I feel like that's the way to do it. I feel like that's the way to do it. That would have been so iconic. That would have been legendary in the direction to go in. You should have been her publicist, Seren. She would have easily sold 250K to 300K the first week. Seren Meg needs someone like you on her team. Yeah, you were right. She shouldn't have gave her first song to someone else. Or at least, like, WAP's not even going to be on the album. I looked at the track list, unless I missed it. Like, it's not even going to be on the album. So really, what was the purpose of that song for Megan Thee Stallion? What did that song do for Megan Thee Stallion? Which is exactly what I said in the live stream after it was released. Which is exactly what I said in my car video about how I feel like Megan should just, like, go totally radio silent and then just, like, drop some fire ass shit. And, like, here we are now 3-4 months later and my mind has not changed. This makes so much sense. People would have been on pins and needles waiting for this album. They would have been searching for her music. It would have been at way extra numbers. Beyonce didn't talk about the elevator situation for like 2 years. That is very old school PR and very much needed. They don't roll out like that no more. Hopefully it comes back. People say Megan wants to be cool with everybody. Beyonce's response was on album, Drink This Lemonade. And it became one of her most iconic works. I would have loved something like that from Meg Thee Stallion. Which I said back then. I was like, she should go totally quiet and just, like, go somewhere and prepare a fire-ass album. And like I said, just, like, surprise drop it. Oh, hey, guys, the good news is coming. And we don't know what the good news is. And then, bam, it's an album where she's addressing everything that happened. That shit would have blew up. But it didn't happen that way. These celebs nowadays don't know how to work the internet. Savage should have been her last single. Then Good News. Hi, Sincere. That's what Rihanna did with Rated R. That era was so iconic. Show me, don't tell me. Megan is a people pleaser. It drives me up the wall. She deeply cares what others say to the point of obsession. I agree. I agree. Meg has that Cardi energy where she can't stand to be misunderstood or disliked. In an alternate universe, Meg did that. Artists don't know how to cultivate genuine excitement and curiosity. They rely on the blog so heavy. And really, you know what bothers me, Bailey, is that I really love the concept. I love the concept of, like, the good news and, like, the newspaper and, like, you know, like, oh, the extra, read all about it. You know, like, everybody's talking about me. She should have just let people talk. She should have let people talk about her all summer and speculate and what happened and who was involved and this person and that person. And, like, if this nigga had, like, dropped his little bullshit ass mixtape or whatever and still not said nothing and just let people just seethe and bubble over and bubble over and bubble over and just create more hype and more hype and more hype. And then, like I said, all of a sudden just been like, oh, everybody's talking. Well, the good news is coming. And then now we're all wondering, like, what is Meg about to do? What is Meg about to do? What's she about to do? What's the good news? What's the good news? And then bam, album. I'm so mad. Like, I love the concept, the good news and the newspaper concept. It was just executed wrong. It was executed wrong. Which I think is almost like more disappointing than if I didn't like the concept altogether. Now the good news is the overdone news, right? Meg about to hire you as her manager. She should. I would give her some advice. Rated R. I'll always remember that album. That was a whole era. I was thinking that too. Meg should have gotten the Rihanna package, the interview with Diane Sawyer, everything. Too many folks told her to talk about it. I wish she would have just hushed too. Very wasted. Meg always feels the need to explain. Yeah, doing the very thing she says she despises in others. Ree's little rock star phase was great. I just want Megan to succeed. She's so talented. Now the good news is the overinflamed news. I feel like Beyonce receives more hate from the general public. Nicki gets more industry hate. I'd say Nicki gets a little more hate because she's less respectable. Oh, I have like a nasal drip. Sorry, that's gross. Oh, so you feel like, did I lie? Nicki's energy is more aggressive than B, so she gets more hate. Hi, Blackwoods. I think Beyonce gets more hate unprovoked, but I think the hate for Nicki is more vile. Like, the Beyonce hate just be random. Like, why didn't Beyonce end world hunger? I don't know why. Like, it just be random stuff. I'll always go up for B because I feel like when people attack her, that's their way of getting out their hate of Black Americans. They use her as an outlet. Armand. I'd say Nicki gets more hate than Beyonce, but Beyonce does get a lot of hate also. Oh, you just got out of an exam, Armand. Good luck. They'll peck at Beyonce like vultures, but they'll swarm on Nicki. I didn't like Girls in the Hood at all, but I don't like the song it's sampled from. WAP was only a hit because of the DC classic. Right, which I didn't like either. Just me personally. Because that fucking is some hoes in this house. Is some hoes. That's a house classic from like DC and Baltimore. So it kind of bothers me. Neither one of them bitches from DC or Baltimore. And they just sampled like one of our classic house songs for this trash. I felt personally offended as someone from DC and as somebody that grew up listening to that song, house music. It really bothered me. Didn't like WAP and still don't. Oh, and there's Monica. WAP came and went. I still have never heard this song from beginning to end, but I do know that they sampled that part. WAP came and went. People really outplayed that song. Everyone was creating the hair looks and it was cute, but it was being done to death. Oversaturation. I was tired. I really don't like how Cardi B relies on Black American signifiers. Like that hair, like the hair from Baps, like Black American princesses and the house music and the song. Like, bitch, get out of my people's lane, you fucking fraud. And I really feel some type of way about Meg, like giving her that access. I'm sorry, that's really how I feel. I liked Girls in the Hood, but Don't Stop was forgettable. Right, I don't do the Breakfast Slub or Shade Tune. Y'all remember when, like, my hatred of the Breakfast Club was the beginning of the car videos. Because remember, it was a February and I was doing daily videos for Hidden Figures. And they had fucking Tommy Loren come on there. And Charlamagne said that she was a great person and that Black and Hispanic women were just mad because we don't know how to utilize platforms like her. I will never in my life forget that they had her on that show. A white supremacist, like, straight up. And then had the nerve to just, like, pour salt on the wound. And I just was so angry that, remember, I just, like, got on the video in my car. It was dark. It was nighttime. You couldn't even see shit. And I was just like, fuck Charlamagne. Fuck the Breakfast Club. Fuck Cracker Malibu Barbie. Fuck everybody that's involved. Like, and I have not said anything about that show since then. I have not listened to it. And I remember that show from day one because it used to be Ed Lover in the morning. And then I remember one random ass Wednesday morning while I was still living in New York, I went to go put Ed Lover on the radio and it was the Breakfast Club. And I was like, who the fuck are these people? Who are they? What the fuck is this? Like, I remember the beginning of the Breakfast Club. Like, fuck them. I can't believe people still... I just can't believe it. Like, people still watch and listen and then complain. Like, just stop watching. Like, how the fuck you throw a shoe at Nicki Minaj? I can't even conceptualize that. Throwing shoes is disrespectful as fuck. Right. I respect the opinion or view that it's an honor thing, but this is rap and actual beef. Right? Like, this is real beef. Like, you tried to hurt me in real life. This is real. Also, Fraudy is overtly anti-black and practices misogynoir. People have had beef for a lot less. Nikki is so forgiving. I'm not that nice. I would consider it an offense. Seren, I was talking about that damn shoe 3 hours ago. Meg birthday partying with the shoe thrower too. Like, I don't know. Throwing shoes, are we in preschool? I honestly don't think Meg considered that at all. She really be trying to be on some neutral stuff, but that's not how it works. Why can't Nikki bury the hatchet? Did Cardi even apologize? No, she never did. She never did. Why does the visibly black woman always have to be the one to forgive and let go? Why does the non-black or ambiguous or white person get every grace? Why did Nikki have to turn the other cheek? Right, no. Sagittarius all day, Jules. Sagittarius all day. I hate that the possum is popping up everywhere again. We almost got rid of her. We did! And Megan just opened the door, let her come on back. I don't know why. I really don't. When you start to be too neutral, it leans that you side with the aggressors, the perpetrators. I'm disappointed that there wasn't another Nicki feature on the new album. Hopefully there will be a Meg feature on Nicki Minaj 5. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, like, the Cardi thing was not a good look. Meg is really low-key burning bridges with folks. Honestly, I think Meg doing the feature with Cardi was industry politics. Until I beat her ass with a shoe, we will forever be enemies. Right? Especially at a public event, Diego. I don't dislike Megan Thee Stallion. She's a great rapper, and I want to see her succeed, but I feel like she makes a lot of poor decisions. Hi, Anthony. Right, Bailey. You took it from play to real life beef. Right. Like, that's it. Like, you threw a shoe at me in real life at an event. We have beef until I beat your ass with a shoe. That's it. It seems to be the rule in rap that business comes first and that you don't ask other rappers to share in your beefs. That's Megan being nice, bites her in the booty every time. And Cardi was still invited to big events and gets dressed by top designers. I hate the industry so much. And that was what bothered me. And that was even what bothered me at the time. Because I even said, I was like, imagine if this was Azealia Banks. Imagine if Azealia Banks threw a shoe at somebody on the red carpet. How would that be received? Imagine if it was Nicki Minaj that threw a shoe at somebody on a red carpet. All type of black bitch, ghetto, no home training, no class. Especially if it was Azealia Banks. Oh, she's crazy. We all know she's crazy. She's this, she's that. This is why she's blackballed from the industry. This is why we can't invite her anywhere. This is why she can't go anywhere. No more invitations. No more getting dressed by designers. No more career. But with fucking Fraudy B, she just got to continue. Oh, Cardi's so real. Oh, I love it. She's so real. Like, I just don't feel like it's just not appropriate to me. It's just not appropriate. And we've been talking since before Megan Thee Stallion even came on the scene about the treatment of, I'm talking about we as in, you know, y'all and me here on this channel. Since before Megan Thee Stallion came on the scene, we've been talking about the treatment of black women in the industry especially. So it, you know, like I said previously, like I do feel like it undercuts her message a little bit. Like, it's a little bit hypocritical. It's a little bit hypocritical to have be talking so much about the way that we perceive and receive black women, and yet you are now besties with this bitch that threw a shoe at a black woman on a red carpet and sent goons to beat up 2 other black bitches. Like, has a whole open felony case for that. Has admitted to slicing bitches across the face, $150s. That does not align And I don't really, and it's interesting because I don't even really blame Fraudy for this in a lot of ways, because Fraudy does not, she's not up on a platform talking about we need to protect Black women. Meg is, but she's hanging around with people that actively disenfranchise Black women, and I don't like that. Fraudy getting mad at that parenting tweet, then trying to assault Nikki at a public event, showing that she's a bad parent. It's very clear that Meg needs her mom around because she's been moving bad and spiraling. Pimp down, pimp in distress. You know, Cardi got a history of being violent towards Black girls, right? You know, she has a history of being violent towards Black girls, full stop. And she's lucky Nikki didn't roll up on her later on with a fucking fade. She also had a Black sex worker beat up by grown men. I'm confusion. She gets every single pass. Hi, Remy. White folks love Cardi. I agree. Meg is too friendly. I don't like it. It definitely didn't make sense to me that she was chilling with Kylie. I don't care if it's for a music video. Like, huh? How is it protect Black women, but you're posted up with the Kardashians and other people, knowing how they've dogged Black women out? It looks bad. Yeah, how is it, sorry, I missed a part. How is it protect Black women when it helps your image, but you're posted up with the Kardashians? That's what it said, Kayla. Meg wants to be a part of the in crowd, too bad. And Meg just doesn't see it like that. She's trying to get along with everybody. The Kardashians use their fans to bully and torment Black women. They live to troll us. They show a lack of respect. I don't know how you feel either, alien baby. Exactly, like, what's the message here? Hi, Imani. Meg is the definition of, if you're loyal to everyone, who are you really loyal to? Being too friendly will kill her career. These artists today want to clap back so badly. Oh, WAP is gonna be on Cardi's album. That song did nothing for Meg. It was a favorite of Cardi. WAP only aided Cardigan Backyardigan. I added that myself. Cardigan Backyardigan. Megan's protect Black women does come off as performative. Then she's out here throwing a party on Halloween and ATL in the middle of a pandemic, but she's supposed to be a whole health major. I will say that I'm trying not to be judgmental, but the partying without a mask on bothers me too. Like, it does. You're not protecting yourself or others. Like, period. Like, that's it. Like, full stop. Like, hi, Smiley. And now places are like spiking. Places are like rolling back. Places are like rolling back into lockdown. And the thing is, like, that's not really going to affect these celebrities. It's not. I mean, there's a part of me that feels like, I guess, like, if people want to kill themselves in peace, like, if they can't not party, I can't relate. But, like, if they have to party, like, if it's a motherfucking life or death situation, like, they just got to be in these clubs. Like, they just got to be in these clubs. They got to be in these kickbacks. They just have to. Okay. If they know the risks. But at the same time, it's also like, you guys are doing all this stuff and it's not really going to affect you because, like, y'all are rich. You know, like, you have access to, like, the best fucking healthcare that money can buy. Or, like, it doesn't matter for y'all if we go into, like, another lockdown because, like, you don't work regular jobs. You know, like, it just seems so inconsiderate. I don't know. I really don't. I've also come to the conclusion that, like, a lot of people are just idiots. They just don't think. I'm pretty sure WAP is a bonus track on Meg's album. WAP literally brought Fraudy back to the limelight. She was fading. Her whole rap presence was on the outs. Barty was literally fading into obscurity before Meg. Hi, Dorothy Dandridge, the Rihanna stimulus package. Sometimes the best publicity is no publicity. There was no purpose but to make Cardi look good. WAP is trash. Meg was popping until Cardi and the situation and the Trash Dashians, all that. She needs to learn that everyone is not her friend. I don't think I'm getting a cold. It's cold in here. I normally am not like drippy like this, but I have noticed that I experience the nasal drip more like when I'm in here in this space, like doing my live streams and stuff like that. But it's like really chilly in here. This is like the back of the apartment. So I think it's just because it's cold in here. I have my blanket right here. I just don't have it on. And I have my sweater. I have my sweater right here too. I just don't have it on. It's true. Beyonce gets the most random of hate. Right, Jules. We didn't get another stimulus check. Why didn't Beyonce just personally pay all of us? It's like that's the type of hate that Beyonce gets. And you just be like, I don't even know how to respond to that. I was super disappointed when she didn't end world hunger. Beyonce doesn't even say anything, which is why it always confuses me why people hate her so much. Like, B don't even talk to y'all. I always ask people why do they hate Beyonce and rarely get a legitimate answer. Random Beyonce hate is such an accurate way of putting it. Why didn't Beyonce give up Blue Ivy to aliens so we could all avoid COVID? I think people hate that Beyonce is out of their reach. Like she refuses to engage with the general public through social media. They think it's because she thinks she's too good for them. Why the fuck didn't Beyonce stop that meteor from plummeting to Earth and killing the dinosaurs? You guys are funny. If Trump won the election, they definitely would have blamed Beyonce. They were already weirdly hinting at it. Like, why isn't Beyonce using her platform to campaign for Joe Biden? Like, Beyonce's not a politician. I remember we talked about that during one of the live streams because people were already, like, trying to start that shit up. Bailey, I remember that video you went off. Yeah, the Malibu Barbie video. It's still there. If you go look in the car video playlist, if you put it in reverse order, the very first one will be me cursing out Charlemagne, Tommy Loren, and The Breakfast Club. All of them. Charlemagne had dinner with that waste of skin too. He was up her whole ass. That video is a classic. Yes, I was furious. I was pissed. I was so angry. I just remember being like enraged. Hi, Marcy. And they're talking about Meg going to a white publication to talk about her getting shot. Meanwhile, like you said, they like to bring white supremacists on theirs. Nobody should go on there and say anything. They need to just go out of business. They need to just go. Throwing shoes was Cardi's thing, apparently, on Love and Hip Hop. Charlemagne was trying hard to give Tommy Loren some dick, trying to extend a hand in love to racism. Let's see. The only time you bring a white supremacist on your fucking show is if you're gonna rip them to shreds. Right, you can't be neutral when you actively work with or take certain sides. It is not almost Capricorn season, Kendrick. You can't just jump over Sagittarius season like that. I won't allow it. If it had been Azalea Banks throwing shoes, she would have never walked into another industry party again. I just watched the live where you said this. The devil is a liar live stream. It's never the same energy. It's not the same energy. If it was Azalea, it would have been an internet crucifixion. Right. Little Mama hopped on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, and she's never been allowed on a red carpet since, let alone throwing a shoe. Nicki and Azalea will be dropped. No endorsements, no ads, no nothing. Cardi wished a black woman contracted AIDS and died. Where was the outrage? Right. She would have been hit with all the pejoratives. That's when I found out she's not black. That was how I felt. I was like, y'all really don't even see Fraudy B, Cardigan Backyardigan as a black woman. We should all just like stop this farce because y'all would never let a real black woman get away with the shit you let this woman get away with, period. Again, showing how they don't really believe Cardi is black. She's done so much shit. And even Meg Thee Stallion is getting dragged harder than she ever did. Right? Like, I just really want Meg to get some self-esteem and some self-respect. That's really what it boils down to for me. Like, you're giving a bitch a boost that probably wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. And that's going to get a lot more chances than you, and has gotten a lot more chances than you. And especially if your whole platform is going to be about the way that we receive Black women, then you need to just leave that bitch alone, period. If Azalea had thrown shoes, she wouldn't have a career and she would have got charges from the DA. It's an unfair double standard, and it's racist and anti-Black as fuck. Black women can't get away with none of that shit. Azalea Banks would have been arrested and thrown into a psych ward for throwing shoes at a red carpet. No, Cardi threw the shoe at Nicki. You see? Wrong. I thought Nicki threw the shoe at Cardi. Incorrect. You see? Incorrect. It's always Nicki Minaj's fault. Let's see. The maths ain't mathing. Yeah, Meg is not consistent with her message of protect Black women. It's unfortunate. Cardi also pulled up to fight a Nicki fan. In real life. Like, come on. 1 minute Meg is vacationing with Jordan Woods. The next she was putting Kylie in her videos. It doesn't make sense. And I really liked her little friendship with Jordan Woods too. I thought that was a good friendship for them. Oh, damn, I forgot Meg was a health major in college. Just a bunch of bad decisions. I'm judging about Meg throwing that party. Most southern states are not reporting COVID cases. I don't think she realizes how this looks from the outside. How are you in school majoring to help people, but you're at a party without a mask? And I've seen people being like, well, you know, she want to live her life. Like, she has to live her life and be happy. If that's how y'all feel. Whoever made the term COVID shaming, I want to give them a good backhand slap to the face. Right, Sincere. I've seen people being like, well, we have to live our lives. It's a fight in my family right now. Because my cousin wants to one of my cousins wants to get together for the holidays. And my mom is like, no, we're not getting together for the holidays. And my cousin's like, come on, we got to live our lives. And my mom is like, no, we're not getting together for the holidays. Like, my grandmother's high risk. She's elderly. Like, my mom just feels like it's not worth the risk. And it's like a fight. And I'm just like, why? I don't understand. It really does not make any sense to me. But you know, whatever, like, people really want to like get together. I feel like I'm not a good person for this because like I'm antisocial. So like it's nothing to me to like not get together for the holidays. I'm like, woo, like, you know, woo. This is another year that I don't have to like put my face on and like deal with people. But it's like really bothering some people, and I just can't relate. Like, I just can't. I don't know. And like without masks and stuff, like I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I do feel a little judgmental. And this is actually what I was going to mention earlier when somebody had asked me like, how was my week? And I was like, my week is going fine, but like, it's really, I've been like watching like COVID cases like spiking and watching like certain areas like backsliding. And now places are talking about a lockdown again, which people cannot afford because they're not going to give us any more money. It's like, just sit down. Like, just sit down so that we don't have to lock down, so that people can continue going to work at the very least, so that people can continue doing like the limited amount of things that they're able to do. No, people can't do it. You would think the people in ATL are getting paid to party. I'm disappointed with some of the celebs and influencers being so lax. People are not thinking clearly. Stupidity is a disease. Even if it doesn't affect these celebs, it's a bad look for the fans, especially younger fans who may or may not try to do what they do. A lot of celebs are partying and getting COVID. They're just not saying that they have it. 70+ million people chose to vote for Trump. There's a lot of mush brains in this country. Meg posted her dog on her Insta story, and then next she was at a party. Like, come on now. And you know what else bothers me? Like, people are airing themselves out. Like, if you want to party, you can also party and not video record it or take pictures and post it on the internet. We only know because you're showing us and telling us. Like, we wouldn't even know. We wouldn't even know. But it's like people really, like, they really feel compelled. I don't know if this is just like the social media pull, but it's like people feel compelled to like go out to record themselves being out so they can show us that they're being out and partying and living their best life in the middle of a pandemic, and that they're still living their lives and like happy. I really can't wrap my mind around it. It's so hard for me to understand. And I've been trying. I've been trying to understand. I don't understand. Um yes, nasal drip is often associated with the weather and changing conditions. Yeah, I think that's what's happening, Davey. A lot of celebs still going out because club appearances is how they make their money. I get people with a death wish not caring at all for themselves, but in the end, it has little to do with the individual and more about the risk groups. Celebs still booking club appearances during the pandemic. I'm like, what the hell? Is it crack? Beyonce really didn't give us reparations. Hi, passionate. Why aren't the Carters caping for Uncle Joe? They were setting up the Beyonce blame. She's a singer, that's it. The Beyonce hate is out of control. They use her as the template for how they generally feel towards all Black Americans. I agree. A few of you have said that, and I agree. Right, we are not skipping SAG season, Roderick. Oh, bye, Absurd. You left. Bye. I think I missed you. I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up. Once I get to the bottom, that'll be it. Hi, Real Trini. Azalea got spit on and choked at an industry party and got canceled for it. Cardi really needs to be in prison for all the stuff she's done. How corny do you have to be to pull up on Twitter stands in real life? Cardigan backyard again. I'm locking all the damn doors. Them, we have to live our lives. Introverts, you live your life indoors and with limited contact with others, right? I just never grew up. I never grew up with like the big family gathering, getting together for the holidays. So to hear people really like distraught, like so distraught, like we're not going to be able to get our families together. That's not fair. Like we should be able to do whatever we want if we know the risks. Like I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Who here can explain it to me that grew up with like a really big, you guys know like I'm an only child, like who grew up with like a really big family, getting like their whole family together? How do you guys feel about the holidays, quote unquote, being canceled? Right, it's about the babies and the elderly people and the folks with medical conditions. It's a whole panoramic. Seren's cousin trying to live on the edge. Like, yeah, we want to live. Exactly. Brooke, that's the part. They're like, we got to live our lives. I'm like, yes, I want to live. I want to live my life. Exactly. You seem to have it backwards. Like, I don't understand. I understand like the pandemic fatigue. I mean, I don't even mind wearing a mask. I was already planning on starting to wear a mask because like our air quality is just like not where it should be because of like climate change. Like pre-COVID, I was already going to start wearing a mask. So I have no problem with the masks personally, but I just don't understand like people are so bothered by like not being able to like go shake their ass in the club. They're bothered. They're bothered. Bothered. We introverts are living our best lives. Tragedy of the virus excluded. We canceled a wedding so our family won't die from a virus. These folks don't care about folks' health. The rise in cases now is because of small gatherings and people getting together. I fully don't celebrate faux giving. You know, I don't say that word, Remy. So I'm really enjoying this, but I realize me actually being a loner means I'm not understanding the difficulty of isolation. Right, Remy, that's how I feel. I'm trying to not be judgmental because I feel like I grew up alone. Like I grew up by myself. I was the only kid in my mother's household. And so I spent a lot of time alone my whole life. I have no problem with being by myself. I have no problem with being inside, watching TV, movies, writing, video content, creating, being on YouTube, going live, talking to y'all, all these things. I'm really trying to understand. It's so hard for me. Too many people have been living their best lives since May. Partying without a mask is the new thrill seek, like what skydiving was. Earlier today, I seen somebody post on Instagram like a little small get together with like 5 people, but they all had masks on. And it made me feel so good, cuz I was just like, you see, and they were like all socially distanced. And I was just like, it's not too many people. Everybody's far apart. Everybody has on a mask. But it's like people don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it. And I was like, look, nobody's dead. Looks like they're still having a great time. Like, remember you guys a couple weeks ago, like I had a friend come over to my new place because I have outdoor space, and we like had a socially distanced hangout outside, which made me feel really, really happy. It's gonna suck if we roll back to a point where, we go back into like a complete shutdown, and now I can't even socially distance see my friends because you couldn't keep your ass out of the club with strangers. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I agree, Seren, putting on the face around holiday. I'm not going home for the holidays, and I don't care, to be honest. Like, cope with it. If we get any money, it probably won't be until next year when Biden gets in, and if the Senate is blue. I'm just getting some thick coats and thick socks and staying inside every day. Like, ain't nobody happy with the situation, but we just can't ignore the facts. I wonder if these people are being directly impacted from COVID. There are people losing handfuls of family and friends. Right? If you want to party, no face, no case, you can hide it. My mother-in-law is cooking, but we haven't assigned time to pick up our plates. We have to pick our plates up from the barbecue grill. Yes, they're outside at restaurants and shit posting it. We don't even need to see it. It's social media. They're telling on themselves, but then get mad when they're called out. Right. Like, you're telling us your business. I have a friend who likes to record everything, and I'd be like, girl, do dirt incognito. And I have even some very close friends that I've seen going out. So like I said, I'm trying not to be judgmental about it. I'm trying. We need attention for validation. We got to show everyone that we're having fun or it didn't happen. They're like, this could be you. I'm like, you're risking lives. I've been wearing my N95 everywhere, but they say the vaccine might not be widely available until next year. They try to make us jealous. Clout is a drug. Let me uplift all the people staying at home by posting some escapism and me having fun to social media. You're welcome. Because being seen is the point of the partying for them. Without that, there's no point. Yeah, right. Pretty much, Gary. I'm chilling. I swear, Seren, is the SAG and you and me. I may be wrong, but I'm like, F it, open back up the economy, and if people get sick, let them do it. Me and my family are going to be inside doing what we need to do. That's kind of how I feel. Like, that's kind of how I feel too, Sim. Like, if people want to kill themselves, like, let them. I really don't think there should be another shutdown. Like, I understand people being like, oh, it's a spike and da-da-da-da-da. But it's really going to annoy me if there's another shutdown. Like, we shouldn't have to suffer because, like, they don't care. Those of us that want to stay inside, like, let us. People that want to go outside, let them. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's another one of those things that there's kind of no middle ground anymore. Folks are clubbing and sharing hookah. Influencers have shamelessly vocalized that they don't care about the pandemic. They no longer exist to me anymore. As soon as they see bars open, restaurants open, they equate that to pandemic over. Like, I know somebody that right now their whole entire family has COVID. Their mom, their dad, I think their grandma, and like 2 of their younger siblings. Their whole house has COVID. And it will be scary. Like, God forbid. I pray that this doesn't happen. Knock on wood. I don't think it's gonna happen. But like, God forbid, like, imagine if like all those people like died. That's like my whole friend's basically family wiped out. Like, I don't know. I don't celebrate anything really, so it means nothing to me. I did the Christmas and faux giving thing when I was younger and could not care less about them now. We never did that in my family, so I don't care. And I know my mom's happy. She don't have to cook for everyone. I grew up like that. With the big family gathering, Remy, I grew up like that and couldn't wait until I turned 18 so I couldn't be forced to go. Hi, Kamisha. I'm antisocial and don't like my family that much. I don't mind. I always look for a place to hide when there's so many people in one house. You are a cat, Nova. I don't really care about the holidays being canceled because now I can eat food and be high at home. Right. I was always that motherfucking cousin stepping the fuck out anyway. Like, all right, peace, y'all, gotta go. I grew up with the big family gatherings and the small immediate dinners. So are you sad, Taj Mahal? Do you feel sad about it? My grandma is pissed that no one is coming to Thanksgiving. Really, Diego? My family all live on the same street. We will be okay. People think, well, I drink alkaline water and do Bikram. I can't get it. I'm going to sweat it out. I'm going to sweat it out in my Bikram. Y'all know I do love Bikram. Bikram people do think that we could sweat out anything. I'm not going to lie. I hate it being canceled, but I get it. I'd prefer to do it. My family is beefing over it. I'm not fighting on it, though. Same, I bought masks pre-COVID. It was smog. The smog, bushy brows. Like, our air quality is already shit. Like, the masks are... It's funny to see people saying, like, the masks are bad for us. Like, our air quality is bad already because of climate change. I do miss not spending Christmases in New Orleans with my grandma. My family is spread out all over the South. We usually come together there for Christmas, but I'm not too bothered. I don't care about holidays being canceled. One of my family members passed away from COVID. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Cher. That's one reason I don't find this behavior of ignoring rules cute. I do miss going out, though. Funny how COVID has made folks want to get together, whereas before COVID, they used every excuse under the sun to keep from going to a family event. Make it make sense. I grew up in a big family. We actually planned a huge Christmas gathering for 2020. Given the pandemic, though, we all canceled. My family is divided anyway, so staying distant ain't shit. Gary. My parents are divorced. Half my family's beefing. Family gatherings are always messy anyways. Right, Kayla, in my family gatherings were always messy and drunk. I mean, I'll miss the getting drunk, but I won't miss the mess. I'll just get drunk at home by myself. Hi, Zafuri. I don't care to be judgmental. I'm judging these people. Zafuri's like, bitch, I'm judging you. I always preferred small, immediate family gatherings to the whole family having the holidays together. Never really liked hosting guests nor being a guest in a relative's home. I'm judging the selfishness and apathy for other people's lives. I will say my family is fairly medium to big, and we are pretty wealthy, so we use holidays as family reunions. We don't even celebrate the actual day besides Christmas. It's just an excuse to see everybody. Oh, you're not wealthy. Oh, okay, that was a mistake. You are not wealthy. I'm part of a Facebook group for Black introverts, and they said that their extrovert loved ones are stressing out. That's why I'm trying to not be judgmental, because I know there are some people that are legit extroverts and they are legitimately stressing out. Like, their mental health is taking a hit over little to no live human contact. That's why I'm trying to not be judgmental, because I can understand, like, your mental health, because there are people that really are extroverts and, like, they really feel like they're losing their minds. We missed Halloween on Saturday because folks won't wear masks and adhere to social distancing in the spring, summer. It's interesting that you and many other introverts I've spoken to have that empathy for the people and the extroverts struggling with isolation, but they can't understand the importance of and responsibility of wearing a mask. They don't have that empathy in return. They've already put an indefinite suspension on visitors in my building. Yesterday, they had folks out here doing screenings. It's all about them in that moment. They're selfish. It's starting to get hard here in NYC. I'm judgy. I don't mind shaming anyone. Alien baby. I'm feeling judgmental, honestly. There's gonna have to be another shutdown because when things are open, people don't give a fuck. These white women really want to get their raggedy kids out of the house. Hi, Cherub Mermaid. My cousin goes out every weekend. The looks I give her when she tells me about it, and then she comes and sees my 66 and 97-year-old grandma, makes me mad as fuck. My mom had to ban my cousin, the cousin that's fighting with the family over getting together. My mom had to ban my cousin from going to see my grandma because she was like, it's not safe. Like, you know, like, you want to live your life. Like, that's fine. Like, it's your life. You want to go out and all that. That's fine. But, like, no, you can't go see her. Like, no. Like, she's old. You can't go see her. She has to, like, be banned. And my mom put cameras in my grandmother's house. This was, like, pre-COVID, before COVID, because my mom hired a caregiver. So she put cameras in my grandma's house. So she was like, and I'll know if you try to, like, go see her because we have the cameras. Don't do it. Honestly, my dad said that if people want to ignore health restrictions, they should sign a waiver that they're not entitled to treatment if they test positive for COVID. The problem is they left it up to us from the very beginning, and that's exactly where we are, where we're at. So many TikTokers say they don't care, going to all these parties. Movie theaters have been closed for months. Right! It's like, I want to go see a movie. Like, I can't go see a movie because of y'all. Oh, my God. I'm sorry I yelled. It just hit me. If we shut down again, I have to get another essential worker job. I wish it was that simple, but folks who are choosing to party are still infecting people who aren't. To let people off themselves by going outside gives me the happening vibes. Man, this chat just got dark. A relative wanted me to go to Target with them. I had to decline. I haven't been to Target since February or March. And I used to go to Target like every week, multiple times a week. Haven't been, not one time. I'm scared to go inside. The week before lockdown, I think I told you guys this. The week before lockdown, I saw people like running, literally like sprinting into Target. And I was seeing news of like people getting into fist fights over toilet paper and stuff. And I was like, I don't need to go to Target. And I have not been to Target since then. Literally not one time. I don't like that we waste resources on people who willingly ignore masks, distancing, and restrictions. If people want to risk their lives, why do we have to waste resources preserving them? Y'all didn't know we could cure coronavirus with CMOS and positive thinking. That's what Janae Aiko thinks, you know. All you got to do is just vibrate higher. Meditate. Put onion in your sock to absorb the Rona. And croup. Who watches the Anne of Green Gables on Netflix? This is a time where we see what people are willing to sacrifice. I know the reunions are great because we don't know if everyone will be here in the next year, but that's kind of the point in not going. Yeah, heavy on the messy and drunk. Once the alcohol starts flowing, all the family tension rises to the surface. I hope y'all stocked up on items because they might have another shortage. Yeah, I was listening to that. They were talking about it on the radio today, so I might stock up on some stuff tomorrow, Sim. I got 2 gallons of wine to set me for a while. The important things in life. I'm an ambivert. I'm chilling for the most part, but I do miss being outside. I miss going out and talking to people. Why do we waste resources and hospital beds and ventilators on people that want to be out? Just let them be out. I miss going to bookstores too. A relative that lives with me is in Jersey at the moment. We're going to have a socially distanced fight when she gets back. Right, you can go out, party, hook up, etc., but then you have to not see and be around vulnerable folks. I have a college friend whose cousin was always trying to go out during the summer, and then they got COVID and gave it to an elder who died. See, that's terrifying. Yeah. I could continue to hook up, go to the gym, go to movies, etc., but then I couldn't be around my babies. They literally could not come over anymore. That's a choice. I haven't been to the gym in months. I am pissed, but I don't trust it. One of my cousins went off on some of the irresponsible members of the family and our Facebook group, telling them stay away from his parents and don't go visit them. They are elderly and at risk. Brooke, don't talk about movies. I miss movie theaters. Hi, Jenny Bean. We're going to end soon. We've been on for a while. I'm just finishing up the chat. I haven't been able to work from home. My job is constantly coming up with positive cases. They won't tell us, so we won't try to quarantine. I get people having the F it attitude. Damn, Remy, that sucks. I'm living my best life through Zoom parties. Netflix is terrible, Brooke. They always cancel after like 2 seasons or 3. Yeah. Yay, you just finished it? I love that show. They just started stocking up on disinfectant wipes. I bought 3. Y'all ain't about to catch me slipping. I wish people would stop stockpiling. Like, we are allowed to go to the store, relax. You don't need 856 rolls of toilet paper. I miss movie theaters too. Yeah. Oh, and I just got to the bottom. You guys talk about movies you wanted to see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I really don't think we should lock down again. I don't think we should lock down again. I don't think that another lockdown will be fair to the people that actually did their part. You know, and like ruining people's livelihoods, and they're not going to give us more money. Like, I'm not in favor of another lockdown, but it does seem like a zero sum type of situation, because people also feel like, well, if I want to go out and kill myself, I have the right to do that in peace. I don't know. But I did get to the bottom. So thank you everyone that did super chat. It was lovely seeing you all and chatting. I know I normally do an in-between video, in between live streams, and I didn't do that this week. I did edit my video on moral objectivity, but it took way longer than I thought. So that video might be coming next week, maybe. Megan Thee Stallion review, absolutely. But you guys know that's going to be, you know, a few days, because I like to give it a chance to breathe. We'll see. But Sunday we will be going live with Thurgood Marshall, I believe, the Chadwick Boseman biopic. So bye, stay safe, see you.